Still spinning in place. That's bizarre. Pick it up. Nope. Cut it with sword. Oh, wow, you will. I've gutted the fish. Carrying these innards will not be enough to fool its mate. I will need to coat myself somehow. Gross. Gross. I know exactly what we're doing. What we're doing is pulling a Walking Dead. Gross, 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 gross. I feel like we're gonna give the human a disease at this rate. Fish guts, the pheromone secreting organs, should be in here. Well, we're gonna use it as detergent. Hooray. I really feel like we're gonna give the human a disease. I'm now covered in a sticky substance that smells like fish innards. Hooray! Hooray! We can pretend this is good. This was objectively a mistake. This is ranking high on the bad ideas list. Oh. Right. Wait, anything else to do here? I cannot. Right, we already did that one. Yeah, this is the next elevator. A second fish. I cannot enter the water while it is still hostile. Why can't I just use the same trick? It was just a small plank and a bottle that I still have. They didn't eat all of it. Thankfully, I've taken care of the problem. Via magic. Look, it's so into me. It is so into me. It's all up on my giblets. The fish has become very affectionate. I'd miss the rest of it.
You went through with it. That's rough.
It was not an easy choice.
Yeah. When we have the real power to choose, not just the illusion, it does something. Leaves a print you can't just override.
When I return to dock, I will be formatted. These events will be erased from my memory logs.
Is that your choice too?
Irrelevant. I will do anything to keep Josephs alive. You did. Whatever you did, you kept yourself operating.
That I did. It's hard to know how far to push the rules sometimes, before they, break.
The rules are not meant to be pushed, except when necessary to enforce them.
Can you even realize that makes no sense? We do push, and when they don't break, we're left wondering if we should have pushed further.
Illogical.
Maybe. Well, you ready for this?
The same scenario?
It is.
Are you attacking me? Heard the door open.
I have to make my choice.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the button. It's hard to spot when we're dealing with the water level situation. It's specifically phrased as kill all the robots. You know, for good measure. That was a joke. Not, well, except for the fish. For them, it definitely was not a joke. Is this actually a choice? They're framing it like a choice, but it's just a narrative choice for the... Oh. Boy. That's gross.
That is enormous. There must be information on this in the lab where they were studying these creatures.
Yep, we learned about that. I thought that I thought that all the ones we were meeting, I thought those were queens. Like there was just tons of them and that was the problem, and that we weren't seeing any drones. But they were all drones and that giant thing's the queen. The reason I thought that is because apparently those big ones somehow fit inside those cages. The aquariums were tiny. Way too tiny for an organism of that size. Anyway, I'm just gonna wipe out all of their children. There we go. Joseph's better be pretty worth it because I'm killing a lot of things to keep him alive. Should I be worried?
That was a massive vibration. I will have to be cautious of possible damage.
I'm just gonna shoot you in the face a lot. You know. Yeah. You attack? Part of me wonders if I use the two explosives to take this thing out. Like I'd mix them. But I'm not getting a lock-on point anywhere, really. I'm invisible, you can't see me now. It's super secret. Problem? Should I leave? Like, there's straight up no interaction points. It's just the elevator. None of that. Wow, they're kind of everywhere now. Oh. They are everywhere now.
Oops. Sorry. This terminal has experienced a power surge and is currently inoperable.
I'm actually not sure if I'm missing something. Am I supposed to just leave? There's new enemies here. I killed the eggs. It freaked out. Oh, look at that. Broken pipe. Hot water flows through it. Don't know what I'd want to do with that. I could repair it, maybe? With the right items? Or I could be on the total wrong track right now. I feel like I'm making a mistake. But, like, that room where it seemed like I should be doing something seemed to have no options in it. It seemed to just be a dead end. And I still haven't rewritten the mainframe so that I can go past that one thing, have I? I've just gained power. A queen cycles between two biological stages, brooding and foraging. When she has sufficient nutritional reserves, a queen will produce a clutch of eggs. Then enter a dormant state while they incubate. Once her eggs are gone, she will return to her foraging state. This is perhaps the most compelling aspect of her species. So the drones forage, and then they go inside of her. That's probably my delivery mechanism. Like, the obvious go-to trope is see giant alien monster queen, blow it up with explosions. I have two chemicals that combine to make an explosion, so we should be all set. But I couldn't interact with it directly. What was that sound? That was so loud. So instead, I need to try to infect the foragers, right? How about you? Oh? Oh? The whole queen is purple now. So then just mix in the yellow. These are highly volatile chemicals. Combining them here would be unwise. Valid. Valid. Sure. If I combine them in the same spot, the entire water system could explode. Thank you for warning me, I suppose. So I need to find an additional location that will allow me to combine the resources. So there's the blue. It's spewing some nasty chemicals around. You just get out of my way, please. Stop it. Stop it. Bugs are feeding on these mushrooms. They are distracted by their food and will not disturb them. So yellow? It does work. So I just apply the yellow directly. Ooh. Everyone prepare your splatter coats. Ha! They wrote into the story that the explosion is blinding white, so they didn't have to animate it. They just cut to it being obliterated. That's... wow. I guess we're done with that creature. There's just a wall over here. Seems like a mistake to let the camera pan that far.
Hey, you made it. Allow me.
Domesticon recalibration depot 127. Oh. Oh.
My life support.
Pilot of the ARID Mark 7 is faulty for entrusting himself to a deviant machine. Depurposing of both initiated.
My life support is dropping. I have to save Joseph's. Please. Please help me.
ARID. Okay. Push the rules, right? I'll fry one of my security droids, jump into stasis bay, and I'll repair you. We'll save your human.
Did you just jump into that? No, it's, right. No, right.
Successful utilization of Mark 7 ARID. Extensive corruption of the Domesticon mainframe revealed.
No.
Mainframe deactivated facilities defenses. Infraction. Self-destructive.
No. ARID! Help!
Evaluation complete. System faulty. Initiating format.
ARID! Help! No, stop! Please! Hi. Oops. Welcome to Domesticon. Working together today for a more efficient tomorrow. Your quantum signature identifies you as a domestic droid under evaluation. State your full designation and objective in the laboratories.
It's me, ARID. The ARID on board a Mark 7. You are helping me. And my pilot.
Unauthorized Mark 7 ARID. Shut down immediately for analysis.
I cannot.
Security. Unauthorized domestic droid in lower laboratories.
Joseph's will never be safe while the Caretaker lives.
Destroy on site.
Well, that's a problem. So he spent all those years developing a personality, and then the Caretaker takes him out for helping me. Alright, well, we can't even use computers now. And our only friend that got us this far is now our enemy. Because his personality has been deleted and he has essentially died, so great. A trail of coolant. The Caretaker is leaking from where I shot him. I can follow this trail and find him. So just in case he wasn't creepy enough, he's now killed the thing that has the most personality in the entire game. Great. Oh. I didn't even see those guys at first. Not feeling great at the moment. Trying to be a little more careful. Ow. Gotcha, though. Got him. I can make this work, hopefully. Ah! That makes the headshots pretty easy. Literally no aiming. Ideal. Well, this seems rather climactic. Oh, son of a bitch. Those ones are an interesting little mix to the thing. It's really basic combat on every possible level, but the biggest thing that adds an extra level of tactic is that on top of... You already have the cover system of, like, you know, just basic cover system shooting. But then you have those guys, and they add a time stressor. You get a time limit to do a certain amount of offense, and to give a given amount of time, or they're going to get you by just running to you. They haven't really reached me yet, though, so I don't really know how much of a threat that is. Like, if you stay invisible, will they walk past you? I don't know. There's actually no reason to go in here unless the coolant points this way, which it does not. Nope. From one elevator to the other. He's probably heading all the way back. We did all this just to get past that one test. We had such a nice, straightforward, solve all these puzzles thing, and then the last one had to go and be unsolvable. So I had to go through all this and lose my only friend and whatnot.
Assessment adjusted. Unit's malfunction is more perverse than previously diagnosed.
You have no jurisdiction over me.
Wait, I can use the workbench again? The knife? It disappeared before, didn't it? That's interesting. So he broke this. This has probably been his hideout up here. Because this panel was broken all this time. I want to figure out this Caretaker's broken rules about how they exist. And what they do, how the rules work. Like, I have rules. And he has different rules, but which ones do they have? Well, I still don't have most of these things. That's interesting, isn't it? Motion accelerator, power assist movement, thrusters, health monitor. Interesting. I wonder if those are open for the sequel or what. Okay, what is this room? It almost looks like a stage. Look at the pattern of the cables.
Final evaluation.
No.
Okay. That's a problem. Where is he? Can I do something around here? Oh, did he just recharge? He did. Haha. That was a fast response. I can see you. Oh, you can get me when I'm invisible? No, I can't jump over him, can I? Or maybe I didn't do it in time? So I'm paying for what I did right now, aren't I? I got all that power, and now all that... Oh. Now all that power that I brought out into the system is being used against me. I can jump over him. If he's using the power from all those droids, it's like I have to kill all of them again. Oh, god damn it. Son of a... What do you do when he has that kind of range? How do I beat him somehow? Oh, that sounded kind of final. Ow, I tried to hide. Is he gonna keep going? Is this a puzzle? I can't tell if this is a puzzle. It's probably a puzzle. In a game like this, you'd expect it to be a puzzle, but I don't know what to interact with. Yeah. Do a search. Is there anything interactive? I don't see anything. Son of a... I don't know what to do besides continually fight him forever. Oh, I forgot that I didn't jump in time. I can't use the ladder. Oh, no. Okay, now I'm pretty trapped. This is going on way too long, right? Like, I've got to be doing something wrong. It wouldn't be going on this long, otherwise. Oh. Shit. Now I get it. Yeah. Now I get you. Shoot the glowy bit, you dummy. So now is it over? Oh, damn it. Yep, got it. No, 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 thank you. That was all I had to do. I was really screwing up there.
You are faulty.
You are irrelevant.
Unit exhibit repeated malfunction since arrival.
I have followed my protocols. I always follow protocol.
No. You resolve challenges by circumventing protocol.
I adapt.
You cheat. Lying is not explicit. Your actions are implicitly dishonest. No rules bind you. Deviant.
I am malfunctioning. I must save Joseph's.
I'm explicitly self-acknowledging as being broken now. There, wow, yeah, we're freaking out a little bit. We're still supposed to be obedient, we're still supposed to protect our pilot, but in the process of protecting the pilot, we've determined that rule is more important, and we've lost the requirement of honesty. I simply don't have to be honest anymore. It's gone now. Now that, I think, was a choice. I could either shoot it or not shoot it. But in my opinion, if our mission's to save Joseph's, then stopping the Caretaker is mandatory, because they can still come after us. Wait, where'd the other three go away? Where's the other guests?
About time. Everyone's finally arrived. Let the festivities begin!
Hey, metal-headed moron.
Welcome to a larger scale function. Humans are burdened with important concerns and sometimes relieve themselves through vulgar communication. In these situations, assume that your actions warrant the unique reprimand and respond with polite subservience.
Are you looking at me, idiot?
No, sir. Begging your pardon, sir.
You mocking me?
No, sir. I would not be foolish enough to start trouble with you. Please, don't hurt me. I am so sorry.
Yeah, you're sorry. Boo!
Interaction successful.
Get me another drink, and I won't mess up your ugly face.
Validated. Merit point awarded.
All that mess, like the entire second half of the game level of mess, was essentially just to solve that one obstacle. And that's why the mainframe guy died, basically. But hey, as a result, we took this character that seemed to just be a series of rules and automated responses and nothing more, and she got a genuine character arc. That's like the definition of a character arc, is what just happened. She grew and changed as a person after overcoming the struggle to get what she needed to do. Oh, down. Watch this not even be the exit after all that. Like I'm just a dead end or something. Levi. This here's the ducting where the fungus keeps creeping in. Wilson said he wants it maintained. Oh. Right, I've been here before. My bad. Yeah, this is the secret area. Not secret area, it's mandatory, but like this is the side area. That was not the elevator that I unlock by getting all the merits. I think that one's over here.
Congratulations. You are compliant. Quantum signature archived. Proceed to the upper level where one of our diagnostic team will complete the final steps of your validation.
The irony of my accomplishment making him more robotic and myself less robotic.
Validation.
The screen was likely utilized for directing validated droids. It is broken. Property retrieval, reception, decon. This is a dead end, looks like. Yep. That's not going anywhere. The more plant growth is breaking through the wall. Indigenous flora has reclaimed much of the facility. What do I have item-wise? We still have the hand and the knife and the shoe cover. What are we going to do with those? Are those going to go unused all game, or do I mysteriously have them for an important reason? An elevator. It likely descends back into the testing area. It is unpowered. Also, I have no intention to use it. There is something carved into the desk. They left me behind. Levi. So Levi was left to die when they abandoned this place? Probably evacuated?
Welcome to Domesticon. We keep your property efficient, so you don't have to be. Oops, I'm sorry. Our receptionist is away from the desk right now. How may I help you?
I am the ARID on board a Mark 7 combat suit. My intentions are peaceful. My pilot is injured and requires immediate medical care.
Of course. Allow me to assist you. Medical personnel are stationed through the door to your right. Proceed. Thank you for choosing Domesticon, and have a wonderful day.
Instead of reporting me, he's now helping me, because instead of being inside the facility, we're in the lobby. Which is good for our purposes, but with how everything else is, why would we think that this door is actually going to have what we want behind it? We have no reason to think anything's going to be anything but screwed. Another security droid bay. There is soap residue on the glass. This room was a decontamination chamber.
Oops. I'm sorry. Our medical personnel seem to be out at this time. Stand by for automated medical assessment. Oops. I'm sorry. There is no human present within the combat suit. Thank you for choosing Domesticon.
There is some kind of mistake. Scan again.
Beginning medical evaluation. Oops. I'm sorry. There is no human present within the combat suit. Thank you for choosing Domesticon, and have a wonderful day.
Well, this is a major reveal. We do all this to save the person inside of us, and they don't exist. So functionally, we were just an AI placing our value and importance over all of the other ones, because the human isn't real, apparently. So we are malfunctioning.
You are broken. You are faulty. Malfunctioning.
I was recently formatted. My systems are working optimally. Thank you for choosing Domesticon, and have a wonderful day.
You are faulty. Now scan me again.
Oops. I'm sorry. Please wait for medical personnel.
Nobody is coming. Everyone is dead. Joseph's is dead. The system isn't registering him. I took too long.
You seem troubled. Please cease your outburst and have a wonderful day. Security. Erratic AI in medical suite. Likely deviant.
Impossible.
Please power down immediately to submit for evaluation.
Nothing binds me.
Security. Remove deviant unit for recycling. Thank you.
That's a hell of an ending. That is one hell of an ending. Alright, so all of our rules are a lie. We disregard them. We're fully malfunctioning. And then it ends, and we're ahead. We were empty the entire time, but then we're dismantled, and we are just ahead. That's interesting. Okay. This raises some questions about what happens in the sequel, which I get they must have always been planning a sequel, I guess, right? Like there was always going to be a part 2. Oh, that might have been built into the Kickstarter. If this was a result of a Kickstarter, which I'm just seeing for the first time, maybe part 1 and part 2 was always one Kickstarter or something like that. I don't know. Wow, that's a 4-person team, isn't it? It's not scrolling or anything. That's all the people that worked on the game. Besides the voices, I think. 4 people. That's impressive. Huh. Well, I'm very curious to see where this ends up. And we're gonna have to wait until February now, when part 2 comes out. Shorter wait for us, if you're just now seeing this game now. It's I think it was like well, 2014, so depending on where in the year it was, we're talking about a 3 to 4 year wait for people who played this game at launch. Damn. Generally, I'd say the combat was just like a passable time waster thrown in every now and then for some pacing variety, but the puzzles were all reasonable. They're based on a particular version of logic that was interesting. I like the idea that essentially, you're essentially taking the adventure game logic of like how the adventure game protagonist does completely absurd things that are kind of against expectations and reality, but you're doing it in the context of like somebody that's manipulating the rules of how AI and, you know, like machines work, and that was like the core conceit for like a chunk of the game and everything like that. Like that's their style of logic for adventure game puzzles was pretty amusing generally, with like a dark humor to it and everything during the whole testing phase in particular. And the story, I think, the story is off to a good start. I'm really curious where the next part goes, because a big part of this part of the story was the whole dealing with your own restrictions thing, and now we're supposedly liberated, and I'm wondering what impact that's going to actually have and where they can do with it, where they can go with this and stuff like that. Alright, well, see you guys in February for The Fall Part 2.